gross of 686,533,290 US dollars. The Hunger Game ranked 13 as the highest grossing film in North America, being one of the most talked about movies in 2012. It gained a lot of positive views from film critics and became a box office hit all around the globe. Millions of people all over the world went crazy over it and had often to spread the good news in the social media, vlogs, tweets, and Facebook posts regarding the movie had been a common sight in the internet during the time when it is still out of the cinema. Because of this, the Hunger Game had become a big question mark to me. That is with the Hunger Game that make it a very good movie that suit the taste of the lot of people in Filipino. To answer the question, I went out to see the movie for myself, and after watching it in the big screen, I cannot agree more with all those Hunger Games fanatics. Ended in my own opinion, The Hunger Game is the most watchful film because aside from the thrill that it gives its views, it also offers a very interesting story about love, struggle, sacrifice, and survival. The trickless social as well as political issue like totalitarian government and reality shows.
The Hunger Games was film adaptation of the novel written by Susan Collins. Having the title as a movie was published in 2008, it was all about the post-apocalyptic country called Paren, which was divided into 12 districts, and capital that rules over this district was sent one young man and woman between 12 to 18 years old who will have to fight each other to death until one of the remains and becomes the victor. That called the Hunger Games. The story around Katniss Everdeen, a girl from District 12 who has volunteered to play in the games in order to spare her sister. It has centered on Katniss' adventure as a tribute and effect on her rebellious action in the arena. Being a movie counterpart of a book, I think The Hunger Games has very successful in the projecting the story on the screen. What you imagine when you read the book is what you will really see in the movie. Unlike in other movies, whose stories were altered and became very different from its book counterpart. Those violent and grotesque scenes like Battle of the Kharkovia, however, was edited from young viewers since it involved teens viciously killing each other, deadly weapons like spear, sword, axes, and knives.
Despite this editing, the flow of the story was not affected as well as its overall impact. It's only made the movie a bit more child-friendly. Another thing about the Hunger Games that makes it better compared to those other book-based films is there is no required reading for you to understand the story. The movie itself is sufficient to make you understand what is going on. It never failed in letting its audience comprehend what it's talking about.
Meanwhile, the plot of the movie and its appropriateness to its genre is also praiseworthy. As an action and adventure film, it thrilled the viewers and has put the excitement in the air. Fight scenes were well executed. The part in the movie where Rue, the District 11 girl, died was not only dramatic but also intense. It was the scene where Katniss fought Marvel, the District 1 guy, and killed him with her bow and arrows. Another scene that I really like was the one when Katniss went to the cornucopia to get a medicine for Peeta, where she was ambushed by Clove, the District 2 tribute. That scene was full of suspense and it made my heart beat faster. For me, that is something that an action-adventure film must offer its audience. Moreover, the cast seemed to have mastery of the weapons they used in the film, and I think this is very impressive. Clove's knife-throwing skill was really astonishing, while Jennifer Lawrence, Katniss, has trained in archery before the movie was shot. This is an additional spice to the movie because it makes the scenes more realistic.
In terms of costume and special effects, the Hunger Games will also never be left behind. The setting of the story was the North America after some serious disaster, hundred of years from now. In terms of costume and special effects, the Hunger Games will also never be left behind. The setting of the story was the North America after some serious disaster 100 years from now. This means that it is trying to give us an idea of a futuristic world. And the movie's setting and the special effects was very convincing, one of my point of view. Since it's futuristic, advanced forms of technology would be expected, and that was respected in the film by those ultra-modern transportation vehicles like the hovercraft that looks like a spaceship, and that maglev train that travels with speed of 200 miles per hour. It was also seen like holographic figures as a form of communication, as tools for manipulation in the Capitol. Furthermore, the way that the game makers can control everything inside the Hunger Games arena also shows the progressive the technology is during that time. Furthermore, the way the gamers can control everything inside the Hunger Games arena also shows how progressive their technology is during that time. On the other hand, depicted the social inequality in the movie accurately. It divided parent society into two, the have and the have-nots. Those living in the capital wore a weird, elegant outfit together with their hair colored with different hues, with different lights, with different bright hues, proving only that they enjoy the living like a luxurious life. On the other hand, those who live in districts left with no choice but to wear old lappered clothes because that is all they have. It justifies their pathetic condition as slaves of the capital.
The costumes, on the other hand, depicted the social inequality in the movie accurately. It divided the Panem society into two, the haves and the have-nots. Those living in the capital were weird but elegant outfits together, with their hair color with different bright hues, proving only that they enjoy living a luxurious life. On the other hand, those who live in the district were left with no choice but to wear old attire, clothes because that is all they have. It justifies their pathetic conditions as slaves of the capital. Both costumes and special effects are very important elements of a good and effective movie. They help the viewers visualize the situation especially if the story includes supernatural activities. Also, special effects contributes to the amusement the movie could give. As for the Hunger Game, it certainly did amuse me with its costumes and special effects. I really love it when Katniss and Peeta were fire in the costume, and I was really fascinated with Capitol's very advanced technology.
I think the Hunger Games would never really be fascinating movie without tackling very interesting issues that underlie its themes. First is the totalitarian government, its absolute power over its people. We can say that in the most totalitarian governments, people are being abused. They are being deprived of their rights and they are not given the chance to fight for it. In the movie, the people in the districts are being forced to work for the capital and they cannot complain because every year the Hunger Games is being held to remind them that the capital holds the life and they can do anything about it. Second, the Hunger Games itself, it is a reality show being broadcast live across the planet. However, even if it's a reality show, still external factors affect what is going on inside the arena because the game makers are manipulating the games. Similarly, we can never say that reality shows are indeed for real because there is director plus his staff crew may dictate what will happen next. For sure, an idea reality here seems fake.